What's the number one reason somebody's going to sell their house in the next 12 months? A new study was just released that shares exactly the number one reason why people are moving in 2024. Number one reason, they want more space. Not just square footage, but space around them. So more space is a massive driving factor. In fact, 38% of people interviewed said that was the number one reason for them to consider making a change. The next one is being closer to family and friends. That one's almost universally at the top of the list when you look at this. Job change is right up there as well as the overall cost of living for living in one community versus another community. And another one is to just get a better deal on a home. They want to make a change or maybe look at different neighborhoods because of the finances involved. A couple unique ones, though, which I hadn't seen before, which are completely different and kind of outside the box, is to live in an area better aligned with my social views. Something I've never, ever seen in being in the business for 32 years is something like that. So that's why you're seeing some people move to different states and different communities that are more aligned with their political views. So how can you touch on that without, touching a hot stove? Here's one way you can do it. You can do a social post and say, hey, one of the number one reasons why people are moving, we found in a recent study, is because they want to move to a place that's more socially aligned with their views about the world. If this is somebody that is describing you, if this is somebody that's describing where you're at in your life, I'd love to work with you and be your relocation specialist. Notice I didn't take a position on one side or the other. I'm just saying if that's where you're at, I'd love to help you and love to serve you as your realtor. So just something to think about. But here's the big thing. When realtors are doing marketing, often the marketing is driven towards these two things. I want to list your house, or do you want to know what your home value is, right? Universally, that's it. Like, I'm the best agent in the world, and do you want to know what your home value is? Boring, nobody cares. Instead, focus on the whys, the things I just talked about, why people might consider moving, and you're going to unlock a lot more conversations. So think about, why would people move? Number one is, I want more space. Have you ever considered buying a house that gives you more space, more square footage, more land? Focus your energies around where you know people are going to be wanting to be motivated to make a purchase or make a sale. Second is make sure that you are being consistent with what you're doing. Consistency is going to unlock your productivity. And the reason why you're not maybe producing at that level that you should be producing is because you're not consistent with contact. People's motivation comes and goes. So when people are at a high motivation, that's where you got to be in front of them. We call that the zero moment of truth. And if you're not with them at that moment, you may lose that opportunity. So doing one mailing once a year isn't going to cut it. You have to be in front of them consistently over and over and over again. And that's the key, right? So guys, if you want a lot of coaching like this, you want more ideas, more strategies, more concepts, join us over at eRealEstateCoach.com. Check out the Path Performance Coaching Program. You can join it for just $1 for your first month. And you're going to get an incredible value because what we have in there is 20 weeks of coaching, hundreds and hundreds of hours of coaching, but also downloads, hundreds of downloads. We give you marketing assets, we give you checklists and forms, and we give you 3 live coaching sessions every single week. Love to see you check it out. Have a great day. Good selling.